Ready? Going to call to order today's special meeting of the Jackson City Council. Colleagues, we just have one item on the agenda. If the clerk will please get on the floor.
Order of the City Council of Jackson, Mississippi to issue a request for proposals for solid waste collection.
Second. It's been moved and properly second on this item. Are there any questions or comments? Yes, Councilwoman Lindsay.
Yes, Mr. President, I know this is yet another action that we are taking regarding the solid waste matter. Do you feel like with this action today, we will be prepared to address whatever issues may come up regarding the future of a solid waste contract?
I do feel confident that we will be able to address that. And I think it also has to be made abundantly clear that there have been some developments that gives us reason to make sure, one, that we are in full compliance or in fulfillment of the agreement we left the court with. And it's been 6 months and no action has taken place when it came to that. And then second of all, by ensuring that we're able to show that this body is at least trying to move forward with ensuring that we can, in a timely manner, make sure there will not be a pause in service when it comes to solid waste collections for the citizens of Jackson.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Any other questions or comments? Yes, Councilman.
Okay, so my question is, so who is actually going to take the action to make sure we've got a RFP that is, and notify the different vendors and invite them to participate in the request for proposal and oversee taking the not only writing of the RFP to make sure it's up to speed and per state regulation, and then oversee the acceptance of the RFPs. Is that going to be done by the Solid Waste Division, or are we going to do this as the City Council? Who's going to take care of those actions?
That will be done on the side of the administration, and historically, and in most cases, it is done within the Department of Public Works by the Department of Public Works by the Solid Waste Division.
Good. I think that's where it needs to me, that needs to be the base point for this RFP. I think that's the right way to approach this. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Any other questions or comments?
Mr. Banks.
Yes. Councilwoman Lee, Madam Vice President.
I'm sorry, Mr. Stokes, do you mind?
No, ma'am, not at all.
I just want to make a statement, Mr. Banks,
Yes.
Council President, and just say that, I think this is a decision that we will most likely all agree on. This is something that we agreed to when we came out of our settlement with the court. And this is something we have been asking the administration for. And we've only got till March to get this done. So I'm just glad that we're putting this in motion and letting the people know that we are working to make sure that garbage does not stall, that there is no interruption in service. And we're looking for a fair and equitable process to make sure that happens.
Thank you so much, Vice President Lee. Councilmember Stokes.
Thank you, Mr. President, and I apologize for being out of town. My daughter picked up COVID, and I've been in to Memphis and Nashville since Thursday last week, and I got back in kind of late last night, yesterday evening. I don't have anything in front of me what I'm getting to. So the order as a whole, is there anything in the body that need to be read?
For the sake of that, I will go ahead and ask the clerk to just read the body as a whole.
Hello?
Order
Yes.
of the City Council.
She's reading it. Can you hear Councilman Stokes?
All right.
She's about to read.
I can hear now.
All right.
Order of the City Council of Jackson, Mississippi to issue a request for proposals for solid waste collections. Whereas on April 17, 2023, the Chancery Court of Hinds County, Mississippi, in City Council versus Lumumba case number 23-103, an agreed judgment was entered in which ordered the city to enter into a 12-month contract with Richards Disposable, Inc., beginning on April 19, 2023, and continue until March 31st, 2024. And whereas the 12-month contract was intended to be a stopgap measure so that the city could issue a new RFP for solid waste collection services, and whereas it has now been 6 months since the agreed judgment was entered and a new RFP has not been issued, and whereas the city of Jackson is no longer in an emergency as it relates to solid waste collection, and the City Council of Jackson has determined that it is in the best interest of the city of Jackson to begin the process to issue a new RFP for solid waste collection services in order to prevent the city from being without a contract for solid waste collection services. It is therefore ordered that the city of Jackson shall begin the process to issue a new request for proposal for solid waste collection so that the city will not be without a contract for solid waste collection services at the conclusion of the 12-month contract.
All right. Any other questions or comments, colleagues?
Mr. Banks, I have a question.
All right. That's
It's
Brazil.
about this particular. Yes,
Okay. All right.
It's about this particular order. Who wrote this order?
That order was sent in by me.
Who wrote the order?
That order was written and sent in by me. It was written by John Scanlon. He suggested that order.
Okay. Who hired John Scanlon?
John Scanlon had not been hired.
Who's going to pay John Scanlon?
John Scanlon is not billing the city. He did offer to do some services pro bono.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Any other questions or comments? Hear none. All in favor?
Yes.
Aye.
All right. Item passes 7-0. All right. Is there anything else to come before this body? Yes, Councilman Hartley.
Yeah, just one announcement. Tomorrow night, we will be at St. Lutheran's Church having a meeting discussing homelessness and the impact on the community and potential solutions for a lot of the stakeholders out there. What we intend to have is, what we really want is folks to come out, and we love to have the city to come out and present their upcoming proposals regarding homelessness and to discuss the future plans. It's about time we do this, and we'll start out with information, awareness, and then working towards solutions and possibly new policies. Thank you, Mr. President.
All right, thank you. Just one more announcement I was just saying. I want to close this meeting in honor of my cousin Shell Bolden, who passed last night. A lot of you know Artist Bolden of Bolden Body Shop. His big sister, who was my first cousin, well, my second cousin, my mom's first cousin, Shell, passed on last night. So our prayers go with the Bolden family. All right. Anything else come before this body? Let me just say that Councilwoman Lindsay, you are absolutely beautiful. All right. Meet adjourned.